Number 11, ECG News, with the news and facts for the egg and egg product market. So we are staying now in a normal Eastern market. That means the orders are very quiet now. All the packing stations are running in a very stressing way, and they have to deliver, of course, all the orders they have in before Eastern. And next week is a short week, as it is already at the end on Thursday for deliveries. And they are, of course, on the packing stations very stressed now. From the industry, we have the information that there, of course, the demand is not so big anymore before Eastern, and they are focusing on the market after Eastern, as everybody can see today already that the prices will really go down very much after Eastern, and the quantities of offered eggs for the time now after Eastern is very, very big, and the industry have still also buying contracts. So that means that even if eggs are very, very cheap, it will be also a challenge to sell all these eggs which are being offered, because the industry is not a very big buyer. It will be a buyer, of course, but not so big as in the years before, as they are covered their needs with these long-term contracts until middle of this year. And we think that make, of course, more pressure on the market in the next months before the summer is really gone. We have also the information that on the liquid markets the quantities are now also slowing down. Of course, then the buyers of liquid are also slowing down the production next week, as it is a short week. It's only from Monday to Thursday, and the week after is also only 4 days for production. So it will mean that the quantities will, of course, go down as every year, and therefore also prices will drop, of course, there too. We have the information that the egg yolk is running now slowly. The egg white is in a stable market. The prices are not dropping so much anymore, as it is already on a very low level, but the market there is more positive than the weeks before. And on the powder market, we have the information that the whole egg and the egg yolk is running in a normal way for the season of this year, but the egg white is still in mountains in the stores, and they have big problems also to sell it in the world market, as there are everywhere very big offers and very cheap ones also. The export market is not very interesting for European producers at this moment. Arabic countries are buying very cheap local. They can buy from Saudi very cheap. They can buy from Brazil. Indians are offering very, very cheap eggs, and we don't think that there's a very good market for European producers at this moment. And West Coast Africa is nearly not there, so it's difficult to sell quantities to third countries at this moment. USA is giving us the information that they still have not a very good market. The consumption was a little bit better the last weeks because of the front of Eastern, of course, but the industry is still searching for their markets, and they have no good needs by the customer sides, and they are looking really to get back all the quantities and the market in the world and also inside of USA, which is very, very difficult. And they have a very high production again. They repopulated very much hens, and they get now really under pressure. We will see and keep an eye on that, and will inform you, of course, next week again about all the market informations. Until then, we wish you a healthy day, healthy week, and of course, success.